Hello, welcome back. Message from Atlantis. Wow, Midgard's coming in to get their butt kicked again. Imagine if everyone contributed water gems to Brave Atlantis' defense fund, so that the Elven menace could be decisively routed. That would be truly rad and cool and also rad. Getting some deja vu reading this message, I don't know. Reminds me of something. We've got some alteration done. Research is a bit low this time because I'm moving some mages. We'll get Construction 6 and Enchantment 7 though. We've had such bad luck finding gem income that I think it's probably worth just alchemizing every single gem we have and turning them into earth gems in order to cast this. Because, yeah, we're still on one earth gem per turn, which is pretty brutal. Let's see if we can do that. Did some Valve Water, searched the sites, and yeah, didn't find any. Took back our provinces. Looks like, yeah, Utgard did run away. He's still pinging this throne as well, which is quite funny. Events, we got some gems in Molten. We got some Misfortune in Cunarral, great. Some Unrest in Mewforth. And Calum has been vanquished. There we are. I realised, yeah, Abyssea is probably blood sacking, right? That's why Dominion here is so bad. Yeah, that's also kind of rough. The blood sacking from a temple here, which has a direct connection to Cunarral. Yeah, it's going to be hard to maintain our Dominion in this game. We're right next to a throne temple here underwater next to Jereb too. Doing my best though. This time I am going to start building a temple underwater. Might be a mistake, because Abyssea's Dominion has Misfortune on it, so maybe we're going to lose the temple to a bad event at some point, but I'll try and get some temples down underwater. I moved my god into Cunarral as well, which is a mistake, because he's now on 59 hit points, and I don't feel very good sending him underwater with 59 hit points. So my god's going to move to Shade Forest and then attack Wellwind Waters. But yeah, this area is not great for my god. We might actually have more luck up here, because there might be less enemy Dominion. Just very, very bad in this area, you know what I mean? We'll see though. Anyway, yeah, moving my god to Shade Forest to go underwater. Same for Steropes, who still found no gems. Yeah, we've got a lot of water gems, and lots of fire, mostly from our global. And that's it. Some death and astral and air is nice, I suppose. But yeah, if we alchemize all the fire gems into water, that's into earth, we get what? 140 is 70 pearls, which is 35 earth. That takes this to 60. And then the water is 40 pearls, which is 20. Yeah. So we could cast Earthblood Deepwell now if we wanted to. Probably worth it just to get our gem income up. But yeah, we'll try and get the Construction 6 first anyway. So God's going to Shade Forest. These armies are continuing to move towards Forest of the Lost. I am moving some mages out of Jereb, so lots of the Communion Slave guys, plus some oppressors are heading to Forest of the Lost. Also moving a couple of healthy big mages from my cap towards Forest of the Lost as well. So we can see what we need to cast some important spells in battles. Also just continuously recruiting Communion Slaves in Forest of the Lost. And trying to scout Agartha. As long as their armies stay over here, we might be able to just take some stuff here for, well, pretty cheaply. We'll see. But that's more or less it for this turn. I mentioned I'm putting a temple down in White Light. Besides that, not really doing much recruitment or anything. Kind of need to get some gold events, but we're probably not going to because our Dominion is so weak, so... not really sure what to do about economy. Just don't recruit anything, I suppose. That's the turn though. Still making Vile Water and Coral Blades each month. It's something to do with the water gems. Fire gems are all just getting saved for lanterns, although, I mean, we have quite a lot of them. Is there anything interesting we could be forging with fire gems at the moment? I mean, I could use a couple of jars for later. Not sure there's anything, like, urgently important to make with fire gems, to be honest. Well, we can almost make firebrands, I suppose. That's the turn, though, pretty short. I mean, still doing site searching and stuff. Also moving nature mages towards Forest of the Lost to help alleviate the supply issues I'm sure we're going to have. But I think that's it. Yep. So, kind of a, I don't know, I hope it's not a $2 game. But yeah, cramped map, awkward neighbours, not sure who to attack. That's turn 28, I believe, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Did some file water, search for sites, and still didn't find any, unfortunately. Saw a battle in Obokti. Here's what god attacking the throne. Big army, no mages though. This is the army he moved out of his cap when he thought maybe he'd be attacking me. I kind of feel like maybe I should have just fought this guy. Bumped into him with no mages. Probably would have went quite well. He does have a ton of units though, the big guys in the front, lots of sacreds as well, with the regen bless. It's a very big army. Indy's probably not going to have too many problems here. Or give them too many problems, I mean. There's too much stuff. Looks like the fire mage is dead as well. Died of disease. Yeah. Not really going to learn much here. There's no magic being deployed. Just a bunch of sacreds walking over some indies. So there's a Bhakti. Lost 7 wolves, 4 Godi Huskarls, and 1 Garm herding. Took the throne though. Guess we'll see what that is next turn. Bullwoods, we got an eye catcher. A blind man has donated a curious item to the local temple. And Curtain Wall, we got good harvest. That's nice. I don't think Curtain Wall is a very high income province though, no. But you know, it's the thought that counts. Anyway, here's the map now. So things are still pretty chill. Hopefully God just leaves us alone now. Does their own thing. While we do our own thing. Still can't see where Argotha's army is at the moment. It's either here or here, I suppose. So I'm just moving these scouts up to see if we can see it. Continue putting things together in Forest of the Lost. We're now in Shade Forest with my god. Steropi's here, site searching too, optimistically. So we're on 165 hit points now. Going to attack Whirlwind Waters. A couple of mermen coming with us, or tritons, or whatever they are. Both. So I've got just in the front doing Earth Power, Temper Flesh. I'm going to stick Resist Cold in the script as well because, yeah, I think we've seen Jomon just taking this province at the moment. I'm pretty sure this was neutral last turn, right? So if he's walking around with Ryujin's just taking lakes, I imagine they're just deploying water rallies. But when they go off script, they'll probably be casting cold spells, so just in case we bump into a water mage, basically, I'm also just slapping some cold res on. Doesn't hurt. Besides that, we're just attacking. I was wondering if it would be bad to bring units or not. Because on the one hand, they might help, you know, distribute damage. On the other hand, they might just rout and trigger a morale failure. But then I remembered our god is a berserker, of course, so he doesn't care about that. So might as well just bring them, who cares? Get rid of them at least. So we should take that with no problems. I did speak to Jomon and ask if he was going to attack this or not. Try and avoid a bump. And he said he wasn't, but you never know. Got this stack here. He could be about to attack me, who knows? But we'll take Whirlwind, hopefully. Moving some units to Kunaral. There's so much Abyssian Dominion over here, he's just constantly blood-sucking out of Wolfen, I think. His Dominion is extremely strong. He has 9 points in C-Stack. I don't think I can take this stuff with my god, unfortunately. I'm just going to get Whirlwind and then move my god up here, probably. Although I need my god near a lab for when we... Because we're going to get hit Enchantment 7, you know, not too far off. A couple more turns. As soon as we hit Construction 6, every single Fire Mage is going to make a Lantern. Should have like 250 high gems at that point. Just give every single person a Lantern. Suddenly make, you know, thousands of research a turn. Then I'll alchemize everything and put up Earthblood. We have tons of fire and earth gems. That's enough to make Thug gear. Firebrand, Lead Shield, Girdlemite, Lead Crown. It's all fine. So that's still the plan. And yeah, meanwhile, keep site searching. Searching Curtain Wall at the moment for nature. I think I'm searching some stuff up here as well, maybe. I think I've searched all these actually. Using some of those nature gems we had to make endless bags of wine. probably going to be useful. So we don't have any nature gem income yet, but we did have 10 nature gems, so that's 2 bags of wine. Might as well. Also preaching here at my profit, because yeah, our Dominion is just so pinched. It's crazy. This is Utgard's Dominion here. This is just neutral. Surprised how bad Dominion is. We did get a temple down underwater, and I decided to spend gold on a temple in Broken Land this turn. I would like to get a lab down here because it would be a nice place to store population killers, and it's also a place to do hidden in sand. Storing population killers in Shade Forest is another option though, because I remembered we've got this site here that does combat training. When our volcano blows up and we can recruit the big guys, we can park them here for a bit, just getting free experience. That might be pretty good, actually. So I'll put down a temple in Broken Land and then move to Shade Forest and put one there too, and then eventually we'll get labs in these 2 provinces. And meanwhile, yep, slow march to Forest of the Lost continues. Try and scout where Agartha's army is at the moment, and then we'll decide the best time to attack them. It'll either be just before we get our research targets hit, or just after. Probably. We'll see what happens though. Besides that, still forging Coral Blades and summoning Vile Waters. Which, just in case you don't know, does produce these things, gelatinous cubes. Very fun units. But there we go. Anyway, that is turn 29. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hello, welcome back. This is a very interesting turn in terms of world status updates, so I'll get to that in a second. We did get some construction research done. We can do some Earth summons when we get some Earth gem income, but not much to see here yet. I got quite a few mages forging this turn, so research has dropped a bit, but I made sure that we do at least half of what we need to hit construction 6, so we'll still hit that target in 2 turns. The god has claimed the Throne of Gaia. Kind of a nice one. Some nature. Would have liked that. It's also growth, right? Yep, would have liked that. Oh well. Did some Vile Water. Search for sites, still didn't find any, unfortunately. We attacked Wellwind Waters. So it was just some indies, there's no bumps or anything, so we do some Earth Power, Temper Flesh, Resist Cold. Let's see, we start on what? 165 hit points? We are still getting stabbed and we are still taking poison damage. 149 hit points. Still not too bad though. Didn't get low enough for the regen to kick in. I think our max HP at the moment is, let's see, 47. Yeah, Dominion pretty low here. Oh well. So we took Wellwind, no problems. It's not a great province, but you know, we're on 22 provinces now. Something. Forest of the Lost, we actually had some good events this turn for income. So Forest of the Lost got some province income from Seafarers finding a new port of call. Scatley Swamps had a truly exceptional harvest, plus 250% tax. Now, swamp provinces don't exactly have a huge amount of income to begin with, so, you know, could be better, but... White Lake we had a famine, but, you know, can't all be good. Phlegra, though, plus 10 income, so again, not too bad. Worldwide event, the Throne of Gaia is spreading its influence, so we're going to start getting attacked by gnomes. And lost one of our oppressor archons to disease. Yeah, these 2 guys are about to die as well. Real shame that those 3 mages all just got diseased. Oh well. Anyway, here's the map now. Yeah, Wellwind is, what, 3k pop province. Doesn't really let us recruit anything interesting. But you know, it's ours now. I'm going to move my god to farm, which is only 1 dark candle. I'll see how much health I have in this province, and maybe we can attack Cerulean Sea. I'm going to move the last few mermen over there to Sea Stag as well and recruit a few more. So we can try hitting this next turn. Who knows? Important update though is about the state of the world. So I spoke to Abyssia, they messaged me because I asked them if they'd be interested in attacking either Jomon or Agartha, since both of these players are getting big, just eating players who've been owned. Arco is also AI at this point. So Arco and Kalem are both pretty much out. Kalem is completely out. And Agartha and Jomon are just, gobbling them up. So a while back I said to Abyssia, would you be interested in attacking one of them with me? They followed up on that today. And I said, if we're going to attack someone, would you mind not blood sacking out of Wolfenplane anymore, because it's getting kind of annoying. And he said, the only thing he has done this game is blood sack. I don't think he even has any research. He's just blood hunting and blood sacking in every single province. And apparently most of the Dominion we can see here is just all Abyssias. He's pushed his own Dominion beyond Jomon's cap. I realized the Dominion in this province, I think, is Abyssia's. Yeah. This is Abyssia's Dominion. He said he's very close to actually dom-killing 2 players already. Who've been at war and haven't realized that the Dominion wave sweeping over them is Abyssia's. I think one of them is Midgard and one of them is Man. But Jomon is also, rapidly losing Dominion to Abyssia, just hardcore blood sacking. Which is very funny. So, in theory, he might dom kill Jomon at some point without them realizing, and then we can swoop in and grab some territory. Is that really going to work out that well? I mean, they've really pushed the Dominion at me without even really trying to, so I don't know, maybe. Jomon has a whole border of temples that I assume are all blood sacking at the moment, so yeah, he's definitely sort of templing his own border to try and push it back, it looks like. Well, anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. I can also see Agartha's army is here now. So I said, since Agartha's army is like miles away from Shadowland, if Abyssia, you just park an army on Shadowland, threaten this throne, it'll drag this army all the way over there. And once the army is over there, I can swoop in and threaten this territory. And between us, we should be able to easily pick him apart. And Abyssia said, sure, no problem. But really, all he wants to do is just keep blood sacking and try to dom kill people. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, stop this a bit by putting temples underwater. I'm getting another temple down in Sea Stag. But some other players, I guess, just haven't noticed. Or in the case of Midgard, they're in wars and they're a bit distracted. And I think same for Man, wherever they are. So, who knows? But we'll see if 2 players just suddenly get vanquished in a few turns. That would be quite funny. Anyway, other stuff. So, we're going to move to FOM, try and attack Cerulean, see if we can do that. Research, as I mentioned, we're almost at 6. We'll get it in 2 turns, so that should be fine. This turn I decided to just go nuts and forge a bunch of random stuff, because we've got tons of gems, so making some Just Man's Crosses, which is a fire crossbow. So it's a use for fire gems. You can stick crossbows on random commanders. Frostbrand, why not? A flambeau. That's a fire 2-handed sword, why not? Stick it on one of those Cyclops commanders. Some fires in jars. Gonna need those probably. We're making coral blades. Making some crowns of command and helmet of heroes for leadership boosts, why not? Still making endless bags of wine. I'm also making 2 rings of water breathing for Abyssia. They said they wanted those. I said, just give me a few earth gems if you can, but they don't have any. They said they'd just give me the water gems and pearls that they have because they don't want them. So that's the trade we're doing. Other little movements are still just, we've been site searching with Steropes, haven't found anything. He's probably going to go and live in Borewoods now. We have a temple down in Broken Land now, so our little priest guy is going to move to Shade Forest, try and put one there. And this turn I am actually just recruiting a priest in all of our forts. I'm just going to have an H1 priest preaching out of all of our temples, because we just have no dominion here, so it'll help a little bit. They also keep down the unrest, I suppose. Yeah, we generate a lot of unrest, so why not? So I'm mostly just recruiting priests this turn, except up in Forest of the Lost, where I'm just trying to keep recruiting shackled mages and a few units. Other movements are the same as they have been. Pushing scouts up north, putting units together in Forest of the Lost, walking around site searching where I can. Still recruiting nature mages because, yeah, nature mages, nice. We don't have any other access to them. And that is pretty much it for this turn. So at some point over the next few turns, things might get a bit more interesting. We should start churning out tons of research if we start making like serious lantern production. And then we might also actually have a war with Agartha. As long as our other neighbours just leave us alone for, another dozen turns or so, that'd be nice. And then once all of those plans wrap up, our volcano should explode, and that'll be fun. It would be really nice to have up Eternal Pyre and Earthblood Deepwell when the volcano blows up. So I can just make tons and tons of Earth and Fire Thug items. Pearls would be nice too. We'll see though. I think that's it for turn 30. So, end of the video. Yeah, this is kind of a weird game. I hope this isn't too dull to watch, but, things should start happening soon. Also, you get to see if Abyssia is going to just kill a bunch of people by just blood sacking before someone invades them and rolls them, since they have no research. Maybe we should do that, I don't know. But as it stands, that's turn 30, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.